So right now we're doing our first hop pitch. The boil, the beer is all boiling up right now, and so we're going to start with the Columbus. We're going to add 2 ounces of Columbus hops. This is our first hop pitch. This is called the bittering hop. So we're going to add two ounces right now, and then let this boil for 45 minutes, and then we're going to do a second hop pitch, which will be the flavoring hop pitch. So that'll be coming up next. All right, so this particular beer that we're making today is it's an IPA, and we're going to cask condition the beer. And so when we cask condition a beer, there's a special process. And not only is there a special process, but there's also a special container for it. So this is a cask keg. It's a 5-gallon cask keg. So we're making a 5-gallon batch, and then it's going to ferment, do primary fermentation, and then after that we're going to transfer it to this 5-gallon cask keg. And so this is like an English style process. And the thing that's unique about cask conditioning is that it undergoes natural carbonation. We have 15 minutes left in the boil, and we're going to add some Irish moss to the boil. So we add a 1 teaspoon Irish moss, and that's going to help impart some flavors in the beer. So right now we are near the very end of the boil. It's boiled for just about 60 minutes, and we're going to add our final hop pitch here. So we're adding 2 ounces of 2 ounces of Citra hop at the very end of the boil. Right now, I'm straining all the hops from the beer. So these hops were in the boil, had about 6 ounces of hops. And now we want to separate the hop before the beer goes into fermentation. Pour it in our 6.5-gallon carboy, and this is where it's going to ferment. So right now we're adding some water to the wort here, and we're going to top it off at just above 5 gallons. So I have a little marker on here indicating 5 gallons, and we want to make sure that the temperature is at 72 degrees or less, and that's where we're going to pitch our yeast. So right now we're going to throw the yeast in. We're going to do our yeast pitch. So we've added 1 vial of California yeast from White Labs. And the last thing we want to do is stick on our airlock valve. And we're all ready for fermentation. So we're just going to let it sit there for 1 week. That's primary fermentation. After primary fermentation, we'll move it to the cask keg, and they'll sit there for about 2 weeks. And then it'll be ready at the beginning of September to check back.